owner of the consensus best knockout of 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. That came with 1 second to go in the 5th and final round. Yair Rodriguez back on the proving ground.
Yair Rodriguez is a guy that since winning the Ultimate Fighter Latin America has earned five performance of the night bonuses in 7 fights. Every time that he fights, it's very exciting. He's very skilled. He can do it all. He went out to Chicago after the show, lived with Izzy Martinez, learned wrestling, learned to speak English, just developed an overall game of mixed martial arts to put himself in a position where he could one day fight for a UFC championship.
And it's fortunate that he was able to work out his differences with the UFC, because one thing I will say without a doubt, he deserves to be in the biggest show in the sport, and Yair Rodriguez very much a factor here in this featherweight division. Yair Rodriguez, ready to make a statement for tonight. DC should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. I know you, as a high-level wrestler and Olympian yourself, are always curious to see guys who wrestled collegiately on this level now apply their trade in the UFC.
You know, you look at this guy and you think about his past, you think about his background, how he has been trained from his youth to be here. Even though he understood he wanted to be a mixed martial artist, his dad knew that he had to wrestle. And that wrestling took him through college, and it leads him to the UFC. That is why you see him approach fights the way that he does. He's been embedded in this kid. And if he can continue to evolve his entire mixed martial arts game to match his wrestling level, he's hell on wheels. He's shown that to this point.
And one thing he has focused on is being more active when he does get the fight to the ground. So perhaps we'll see an uptick in the ground and pound here tonight as this high-level wrestler gets back to work. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Yair El Patera Rodriguez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Merab Dvalishvili.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
There was a big one for me at UFC 246. But John, also UFC 200. I got this hands off the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Trying to establish the jab early on here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Nice stiff move there by Yair Rodriguez. I would think, DC, this is a hard guy to simulate in training. Creates a lot of different angles, manages distance well, and he's doing all of that and then some here tonight.
Beautiful punch to the body.
Oh, double leg takedown is good. 2 minutes have gone by here in round 1.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend, or the referee's going to. These very close to the finish here. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Lands with the ground and pound. Dvalishvili's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Dvalishvili's trying to lock up on a submission now. That guillotine is tight. Oh, he escapes!
He got out! Wow, that is great submission defense.
While working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. 30 seconds now to go in round one. 20 seconds left.
He passed the half guard, now he's going full mount.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to strip, you got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
You need to relax a little bit. You're throwing those leg kicks, but you're not timing them properly. You have to work behind our jab. The jab is going to set up those kicks.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round here. Rodriguez gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. And that one certainly found the target. We'll see if he can finish. Big right hand.
Oh, nice level change.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Nice transition. In the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Under 3 minutes now to go here in round two.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Nice. Nicely done. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Under a minute to go in round two. Ooh, looks like another submission attempt now. That guillotine is tight.
He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't flow on his arms. He's got to make sure it's secure if he's going to go 100% to try to get this finish. This has got to be the end of the fight.
Oh, hang on a second, he escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside, attack the lock,
there's the horn. What a round it was. He hurt him pretty badly there in the middle of the round. Gotta think he's gonna be looking for more of the same here when they get up off the stools.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who we're watching fight. But I tell you, as he walks back, he looks like Bambi. When Bambi was born and her legs were shaking, that's exactly how this man looked when he took that right hand. He was hurt bad, John. And the ability to get through that, the ability to still be in this fight shows to his toughness. But if he doesn't change it, he will not get another chance.
Bambi.
Bambi.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. As his opponent postures up, he opens it. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Dvalishvili's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Gotta figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Right into side mount. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Oh, big shots raining down. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
He passes to half guard.
Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's doing a great job of dictating to his opponent, not allowing him to make any decisions in regards to the fight. He's got to be careful here.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dvalishvili. Just misses with the right. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots. Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up. Receiving end of those types of strikes.
Seconds winding down in round 3. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was for him, DC. And look at him walking back to that corner. He's feeling himself a little bit.
Oh, he's feeling himself, and look at his coaches. They're all celebrating because they know that if they stay the course, if they do the exact same thing, they may be able to find the finish this time.
All right, there's the end of the round. We'll show you some of the highlights. It must feel pretty damn good to knock a man down like that.
It feels good to knock a man down, and most times you don't even feel it. It's the ones that you don't even recognize that landed hard are the ones that usually put your opponent out. It landed right on the sweet spot, and he hurt his opponent very badly.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Nice jab by Yair Rodriguez. Now getting that left hand home to the target. Dvalishvili gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here. whiffs on that offering. And I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landed with more force and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
2 minutes to go.
Oh, in the mouth.
Rodriguez in half guard. Working out of the half guard here. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Rodriguez.
He's got to be careful here.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount here.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, back to the stools for 60 seconds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including what we believe is the strike that caused the cut on his nose.
Yeah, beautiful strike that lands, causes this cut, opens him up on the bridge of the nose. It's not a bad cut, but if he continues to go forward, his opponent is a sniper, and he's going to keep hitting him in that same spot. Move your head. Really choose the times in which you're going to advance to try to get to this guy. You gotta be careful though, because he is so good at picking his shots.
And of course, it's hard to know the extent to which that has compromised his breathing, but that corner was fired up. They want him to be more defensively sound as this fight continues.
Sneaky body kick lands under the elbow.
Nice crack there.
It got checked. Fantastic takedown land. Right to the knee on belly.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Dvalishvili.
This is where he wants to be.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively. Oh, big, big shots here. Nicely done.
Oh, right into Mo.
Dvalishvili's back in full mount.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive action. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Dvalishvili's right back to the full mount. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Like that.
1 minute to go in the fight. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an out?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-44, and 50-44. For the winner by unanimous decision, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili!
All right, no surprise as the wrestler gets it done on all 3 scorecards against the kickboxer. Crowd was loving the kickboxer walking out. Now they're showing their appreciation for the wrestler after a most dominant performance tonight.
Expectation versus reality.
Yeah.
The expectation was that the kickboxer was going to do something